Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of 2 Point Hospital. We're going to start off with the awards and yearly review. So let's go ahead and view it. So as we can see, the awards ceremony has started. I'm going to talk over the, music and voiceover here. But let's see if we have won anything. So open. Have we done well? So, it looks like we have got Doctor of the Year, awarded to the best performing doctor, which is nice to see. Won 1 times by Dolly Solomon, so congratulations to her. What else have we got here? So we've also got Nurse of the Year, which is great. That has been won by Bruce Spanner, so congratulations to Bruce. Continuing on, some more awards for us. It looks like we didn't win that award, which is fine. We can't win them all. What have we got here? We have got, that's not for us, I don't believe, either. This could go on for a while. I'm starting to realise this is my first awards, you know, so... and the Let's Play I've been watching, skip past this, so... kind of interesting to, you know, see where your hospital's at compared to other hospitals anyway. Looks like we got Employee of the Year, or Employer, should I say, of the Year. So, I'm obviously not doing a too bad job, which is good. We also just won No Deaths. I guess that is something to celebrate. Kind of a weird one, but hey-ho. The next award is for Most Prestigious Hospital, and that does not go to us. So, that's an area which we need to work on. Again, things are going slow right now, but we're doing quite well. We've won 4 awards so far. Then this one did not go to us either, so Patient's Choice Award. So, patient satisfaction could be a little bit poor, but we have managed to win 4 of the 8 awards, so can't really complain. Arguably, No Deaths isn't really much of an award though, based on our scale of operations, but hey-ho. Okay, so let's go ahead and get things started here, and let's go ahead and see where we can get to. So, hospital is quite busy right now, but we are doing very, very well with regards to money. So in today's episode, we're going to go ahead and, first of all, probably build another GP's office, and then also build another pharmacy, just because things are getting a lot more busier than they once were. As we can see, we've got patients waiting, but you're only going to wait for, what, 16 more seconds? I can imagine you're not in the best mood right now. Needs toilet 69%, but you are about to run out of time here, so ward required. So this is wards, so we'll get to that again later on. As we can see, a patient has given up waiting for a ward. We don't have a ward yet, so that's probably where we should go ahead and start. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to build a ward along here. Now again, I don't really know what size a ward should be, to be honest, so we'll go ahead and see how this one goes. What we'll do is we'll put the door in the middle there. Now, it's going to need to be bigger than that, I think, isn't it? Yeah, because based on the amount of stuff we need. Let's go ahead and stop editing this room, and let's put it somewhere else. Let's bring it over to the other side of the hospital. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pause the game for the first time, just because I don't want to affect my reputation too badly at this current stage. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go for a ward. We're going to make a massive ward here. That seems much better, I guess, shaped, I guess you could say. So we're going to go ahead and put the door in here if we can. Though we can't. I'm not really at all sure why we can't put it there. Eh? Right, okay, we'll put it there then, I guess. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a ward reception desk. So we'll just rotate this around and you can go in that corner there. Then what we need is we need a screen, which is understandable. So we'll go ahead and again rotate you around and stick you over, what, here? Then we need some beds. This is more what I was expecting. So let's go ahead and rotate this around. Stick you in the corner there. Need another bed, and then another bed, which is fine. How many beds do we need? I've got 3 in here, so that should do for the time being. Again, really depends on the demands. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and put in a filing cabinet in here as well. Just for good measure, over in the sort of office part of the wards. Could do with a bin, always do with a bin. We could do with a fire extinguisher as well in every single room, trying to go ahead and keep up with quite a lot of this. Just, I guess it's just general normal practice, you know? Put a plant in that corner there and a plant in that corner there. What I also want to do is just maybe add in a few more plants. The general, we didn't win the award for the best hospital, which kind of annoys me, you know? So I want to go ahead and try and improve the hospital where I can. So let's go ahead and put that plant in there, and that is fine. Right, okay, so that's the ward ready to be built. So let's build that ward, and that is now into operation. We do, though, need to make sure we have a staff member for this. So we require Nurse Bruce Spanner. So wait, you're also working over here as well. That's fine, I believe. Yeah, because the other nurse has jumped in over here, which is fine. Right, okay, that's good. That means so that there's not a nurse fully manning the general diagnosis room, but it's, I mean, this is a room which is only used every so often, you know, so that's fine as things go. Okay, so let's bring the game back to normal speed. Wards. So wards can be used for diagnosis, and they also to treat a range of illnesses. A nurse is required to admit each patient, look after them, and discharge them when they are ready to leave. Add multiple beds to a ward to deal with more than one patient at a time. You can also adjust the number of nurses that should work there in the room settings. This is useful if you have lots of patients. Again, something we'll get to, but for the time being, looks like it is filling up, to be fair. Which is interesting. Now, as we can see, we've got two people coming over. So we've got Homer Fossil, welcome in. You are in for... Not really at all sure. Your treatment's in progress. It doesn't necessarily say here. Estimated chance of cure 88%. That's probably quite important. So you've been dressed up and you're gonna get into bed, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, I think we just leave it at that, to be honest. We've got quite a few people in here today. We've got Bernie as well. Then we've also got Lillian. So we've got 3 patients out of 3 in the ward right now, which is kind of crazy. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and continue to increase the demand of the hospital by going ahead and working to add more of the tasks we're required to do. So let me go ahead and do that. So we're going to need another GP's office. This is something we need. So what I want to do is make every corridor 2 wide. So 1, 2, fine, and then 1, 2. Right, so this is where the new office is going to go. Like an island sort of thing. And that's going to go in there like so. We're going to have the door over here. Going to have the desk. Yeah, sure, it can be there. Then we're going to have filing cabinets. It's not going to be totally symmetrical, and I realise it probably is on a bit on the large side, but hey-ho. Then what we'll do is allow for that there. We'll put a bin in this over here. Fire extinguisher. And then we'll have a plant. So I can possibly make this room smaller if required. I've left that room at the ends, but that room is now good to be built, which is good. And then all we need to do is go ahead and hire some more doctors. We also might need another nurse as well, though a lot has just happened there, so we'll go ahead and we've actually unlocked a new clinic, which is exciting. So 2 Point Health Ministry is keen to recognise the achievements of every hospital in the county. If we can build a hospital that satisfies the needs for the local area, the hospital will be awarded an official star rating. This will be great for our organisation. Not only does each star come with associated rewards, but it will also allow us to establish new hospitals around the county. Continue to expand the hospital to acquire at least 1 star rating. Again, it looks like we've also gained some more kudos as well, which is nice to see. So to get the 1 star hospital, cure 3 patients with lightheadedness. So the next thing we're going to do anyway, I think we need to hire another doctor. That's the top priority. So we're going to bring in Dottie. Welcome Dottie to the hospital. You're going to run out of this GP's office for right now. You're going in for an appointment, and then I'm not really at all sure. You must have lightheadedness based on the light bulb. I'm assuming that's what this is. So, again, your complaints. What's your log? So it doesn't actually say. I'm assuming you've been diagnosed with lightheadedness. I'm assuming that's what this is. Yeah, lightheadedness. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, our doctors have diagnosed a patient with lightheadedness, but it requires a D-Clux, whatever it is, clinic. So, again, let's go ahead and build that. For this, what we need to do is go ahead and jump into rooms. We've got the D-Lux clinic is how it's spelt. So what we're going to do is not build that there because we've not got enough room there. What we will do though is, should we just put it at the bottom here maybe? It's a possible option. What I want to do maybe is add another bathroom down here. That's what we'll do here. So add in another restroom down here, which is fairly large. And we'll go ahead and just very quickly kit this out. And then what we'll do, this allows me to just go ahead and build what I want to build. So we'll build that in there. Then what we'll do is we'll put a bin in that corner, a fire extinguisher there, and then we can also possibly get a hand dryer there. Not quite. Okay, that's fine. What we'll do on this wall here is do hand dryer and then hand dryer, and then if we get like what, 2 sinks along here, and that's perfect. And that's also right next to the ward as well, which is super useful. We don't have room for a plant, I don't think. Yeah, we can get a plant in there, which is, no, we can't get a plant in there. Right, cancel that for the time being. Right, we're all good. So let's go ahead and... Okay, so that is us now successfully managed to add in another bathroom, restroom. Again, I'm just sort of slowly getting used to all the mechanics, so I was stupidly trying to place a bin multiple times, but we now have the area which I want to go ahead and build this clinic. So what we're going to do is we're going to build that, then what we're going to do is, I believe, put the door here, I think is the best bet. Though again, I'm actually going to expand this room a bit more. Like so. And then possibly like so up here as well. So tell you what we are actually going to do is we're going to move the door. And we're going to move it up to the top here like so. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a... I mean this, I don't know how big this room needs to be fair. But you fit in there nicely. And then we've also got the console, which... I don't think this room needs to be as big as it is. Let's put it that way, but we'll see how things go anyway. We're going to rotate you around here. You're going to work from here. Then we could get a bin, another fire extinguisher, and then another plant, which is fine. And then I think the room is actually good to go. I don't need anything else, so we will probably make this room smaller as time goes on, just because there's no need for this size of room. But this room is now in operation. What do we require? Just a doctor, but a doctor can float into this room from the GP's office, which is good. So that means we're pretty much good to continue on playing. And that won't affect us too badly. The good thing is the hospital's at level 4, so we're doing well. And we're working towards this first star, which is nice to see. Okay, so we're still keeping the general hospital quite just open planned, I guess you could say. I'm quite happy with its progress so far. Layout isn't the best, and I understand that. There's definitely ways we can go ahead and make things better here, but for now, we are doing okay. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to add in some beds for this general room here. I would like to add in some additional beds, just because... Where are we? We are looking for wards here, aren't we? I don't know, I feel we can get more in here, you know? So if we look by beds, and let's go ahead and stick some of these in here, we can get another bed in there, another bed in there, and another bed in there. So that's a large ward, 6 people in here, which is good. I guess we could also get some lockers in here as well, if that's what patients desire. And you're thirsty, so I could have seen that one coming. What I will do though is I will add in some extra stuff. That heartbreak, is that heartbreak is an illness heartbreak or treatment fails? That can't be good. Do we need another nurse? I mean, your treatment has been successful, which is good. You're cured. But your treatment failed. Especially at that high success rate, that's bad. Okay, anyway, not good at all. I don't know really what else we can do to make this better. What we are going to do is we're just going to currently just focus on, while we're waiting on our 1 star to come in, we're going to go ahead and kit out the hospital with a few more extras. So we'll add in 2 more vending machines again over here by the ward, just in case people do get hungry or whatever, or need a drink. Then what I'm going to do is maybe add in a bench outside the ward as well. And then also outside the staff room, which is fine. It allows patients to sit down if they want to, and I'm quite happy with that for the time being. Okay, so, did you know patients and staff become hungry over time? Provide snacks around the hospital to keep them happy. Literally what I was just doing. I don't think that was the reason why his treatment failed, but I can understand why. Is this your locker, or is this just... That's the thing, I don't know if this is patient lockers, or... I mean, I think it kind of makes sense. But hey-ho. Things are looking good anyway. It looks like one of our nurses is having a break, which is fine. In general, we've got not really many queues right now. Doctor-wise, queue length is 2. You're currently in here right now, but you're not needed in here. So you could technically take another patient in the other GP's office? Would that not be the logical thing to do? Anyway, by the by, it is what it is. Right, okay, so how are we getting on here? So just waiting on one more person to be treated for the lightheadedness. I'm not at all sure what you're in for. You are in for diagnosis is in progress. Feeling bored. I can totally relate, my friend. Do not worry, do not worry. It looks like you're in here for treatment. That's the treatment, that's not the diagnosis though. Very bored. Right, I mean, the thing is, I can't really do too much about that right now. Just based on the items that I've got. Again, all this costs money, or I've not unlocked it yet, you know, the exciting things. There's a lot in here, wow. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Right, I mean, again, really right now we just need to create the demand, to be honest. That's really all we need to do. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and... Looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we have managed to get our first star. So congratulations, your hospital has been awarded 1-star rating. That's 1 out of a possible 3 by the 2 Point Health Ministry. I have retrieved your file from my bin to celebrate. Continue to develop your enterprise in Hogsport for further esteem and trinkets if you believe that you're capable of more. Alternatively, run before you can walk and begin to expand your organisation by opening a new hospital in Lower Bullocks. I remember watching Dylan's, or Conflict Nerd's, Let's Play, and he was like, I'm always going to have fun saying Lower... It's not Bullocks, it's Bollocks. Is how you'd really pronounce it in Scotland's Lower Bollocks. That is going to be a fun one to say, Dylan. I can totally relate. So what are we going to do? Are we going to move on to new hospital? Yes and no, we will, but not just quite yet. I will show you in the map. If we go back to the map view, it's putting us in a cinematic here, but this is Lower Bullocks, which is interestingly on a hill, so we can basically move in to go ahead and take control of this hospital spot. So the building again is there. We take over the building, we build the hospital. Essentially, so far what we've done similar, but just have a second hospital. A lot of perks of this. Right now, as we can see, we've got 1 star here. We can then go on ahead and start to do the same here, and then move on, so forth, so fifth. So, not unlock this town yet, which is fine, but having 2 hospitals simultaneously allows you to go ahead and basically earn more money. You can also have different hospitals for different things if you want to, so it's all something which we will get to. What we're going to do though is we're going to continue on with this one for the time being, and we're just going to go ahead and we're at the stage now where sort of the hospital could run by itself, but we're just going to give it a bit more infrastructure because as we can see we do have a bit more room. Okay, so what I want to do right now is I want to, first of all, edit this room. I've got some plans in my head which I want to do. So we're going to take the clinic here. We're going to reduce the size of the room quite drastically, in fact. Though I can't do that, can I? Yeah, that's frustrating, isn't it? Because this room is ridiculously big. I could always build another clinic, and that's something I might do, but what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and pre-build basically the rest of the hospital, to be honest. We have the money, and it's just really just about increasing the demand, which we can easily do. So let's go ahead and build this. So what we're going to do is we're going to have, again, another ward down here. What we're going to do is we're going to have the reception desk over here. We're then going to have the screen over in the corner here. Then what we're going to do is just have lots of beds and again just fill this place out. So let me go ahead and first of all rotate this around. A bed in the corner, beds in the corner, like so. And then again we're just going to have some more beds along here. Is this one only going to have 5? Yes, I think it will have to. I'll tell you what, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to uplift this item and just move it along a tiny bit. So we've got a gap of essentially like 1 tile in between each bed. That allows us to just go ahead and customize this place a little bit more, which is good, and we can also add in some plants as well. Okay, so with that done, fire extinguisher, of course, health and safety, ladies and gentlemen. Then a bin would be helpful, I am sure. Probably not next to the patient necessarily, but we can put that in over in the corner here. Light-headed poster, I mean, we've got it, so we might as well put it in right now. You can go there. Now, what I want is I would like a bedside table. Unlock for 50k, and we have got, well, I say K, I'm always going to say K because of RuneScape, and I do apologise. Anyone who does play or know of RuneScape, it is a game which the money is in like thousands or in Ks or millions or in Ms, you know, so 50 mil, 20k, whatever. So when I say K50, I do mean the kudo-ish or whatever it's called. Kudosh. I was close, Kudosh, but I really do just mean, like, you know, when I say K, I do just refer to the kudosh. Glad we got that out of the way, because I'm going to say K all the time after I've pronounced the words, but hey-ho, that is that. I want bedside tables, and that's something which I think could be really useful, so let's go ahead and purchase this. Each one will cost $250 to place, that's fine by me. So let's go ahead and place some of these in. Right beside our beds. Again, this is just going to go ahead and help increase the reputation of the hospital here, so I don't believe... Do these need to be rotated? Doesn't seem like it, because I can't seem to, so we'll go ahead and stick these in. Then I'd also like a locker for everyone as well. These lockers must be for the patients, because they wouldn't be in this menu if they weren't, which is fine. Rotate you around, and let's get you in here. Okay, what we're going to have to do for you is we're going to have to put one at the end of your bed sort of thing. Which is fine. Then outside of that, maybe a filing cabinet in here, and this ward is pretty much good to go, which is nice. So this ward has got a prestige level of 4, which is very nice indeed. Quite happy about that. Can we build you? The room is not ready yet, and why is that? Why is that? We got windows, we got doors, we got nurse station, we got screen, we got beds. We've got one of every single item, I believe, in here. Right, let me go ahead and sort this out, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, okay, so there we go. Something to do with this invalid placement, actually, so I just need to have it more back. But again, yeah, it's having problems there, just sitting just the way it is. So we're going to rotate it round, it'll go in there, that's fine. So this new ward is good to go into operation, and as we can see as well, the hospital reputation has increased. So right now we are slowly working towards 2 stars, and hopefully we should get that. We will definitely get that this episode, that's not a problem. And then from there, really, it just depends on really what demands we can create and see where we can go. We are being inefficient with a lot of space here, and I am gathering that. A lot of rooms, for example, i.e. the pharmacy room here, does not need to be anywhere near as big. Same with the doctor's rooms, for that matter. Definitely the deluxe clinic. The wards aren't doing too bad though, but that is fine. Right, okay, so how do we attract more people? Let's go ahead and jump into some of these overviews because, again, a lot of it's down to so many different things. Staff energy, how are we doing? So staff energy in general is quite good, so it looks like we're treating our staff relatively well. Hunger is relatively good, so that's nice to see. Thirst could be a bit better, so maybe add in like another drinks vending machine. That's easy enough to do. Temperature, we are good. Then we've got attractiveness. Probably could increase that environmental side of things, so we'll work on that. Health is generally good. Happiness, patient happiness is generally relatively green as well, but we've not had any uproar recently. And then staff happiness could be better actually, that's something which we can maybe work on. Energy's quite low right now. Traits is litter. We could definitely put some more trash cans in communal areas. What else have we got in here? So hygiene is looking pretty good. I'm gonna hire in another receptionist, I think, actually. That could be useful. You're not happy in the slightest, are you? Why is that? Needs a toilet. Right, okay, I get you. This is why it's useful to have maybe some more staff, because it means that staff are going to be a little bit more happy, because right now staff happiness is not good in the slightest. So what we'll do is we'll jump out of this. This has given us a few things to work on, which is good. So we need another doctor, that's clear. So let's go ahead and 55,000, yeah, let's do it. Let's splash out on a really expensive doctor. So we'll go ahead and bring you into the hospital here. We'll stick you up there. So that's 3 doctors. We're also going to hire in another nurse as well, just to take the pressure off the current 2 nurses. So we'll hire in you. I'm hiring a bit more expensive staff on the basis that I want to increase my reputation in the hospital, and that can be done through various ways, but having better staff to treat patients is much better. Also could do with another assistant as well. So we've got, just looking at the traits here, we've got stamina training, which should be useful, but I've not necessarily just got one person, one receptionist, but saying that you're still cheaper than the person who only has 2 traits, and you've also got better motivation, and you've got better customer service. So we'll bring you in, and that's good. So we've now got 2 assistants. We can always build a second desk if the queues get really long, but the good thing is they can switch out now, and this guy, the other receptionist, he is... What are you up to? You're just sort of walking around right now. Go to the staff room maybe if you want to? I mean, that's the thing, these 2 can switch out much more easily now. So can the doctors as well, which is hopefully good. We've got a new ward ready to go and into operation, I guess you could say. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some tidying up now, because I realise I have made a few errors, and in the next episode I think we will jump in and probably start on a new hospital. I think that would be the best idea anyway, because I want to leave this place in a good condition. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build another pharmacy. A small one over here, 3x3. The door will be here. The drug thing will be in the corner, and that's pretty much it. I can add more to it, and I think I will add more to these rooms. What have we got in this corner here? Nothing. We got a fire extinguisher. Let's add in a plant, which is useful. Let's add in a bin as well to be useful, and I guess another poster maybe or something, just information. Also, I guess handouts. I can't get it in this room though. I guess we can also have a filing cabinet as well. Just try to fill out the room, you know, make it a bit more prestigious. Put you there. It's not really increased the prestigiousness that much though, but it has added a bit more to the room, you know. So anyway, we were over here at this one, so we'll go ahead and allow for that. So build 2 of those. Let's get a plant here. Let's get a fire extinguisher over here, and let's get a bin in as well. Outside of that, can't really add too much more at this stage, so I think we're good. Big bin, nah, not really bothered by that right now, but let's build that there. So That's looking good. Am I right in saying that this is level 2 prestigiousness, but this room is level... No, you're level 2 as well, so you must have gone up there. Or I was either looking it to go up to prestigiousness 3. Anyway, that's by the by. We've got 2 of these now, which is good to see. So again, a lot of this stuff, like this ward isn't going to get used anytime soon, but it is there to be used in the future. Another restroom. What's up with you? Doctor required, which is fine. Are you okay? It's not really the clinic, it's more the doctor I'm interested in. So your happiness is 60%. Traits, teacher, green fingers, positive. Okay, needs a toilet. Cured patient, desperate for the toilet. So do we need another doctor? I'm not sure. I mean, we're doing relatively well right now anyway, so we're coming up on our 2 stars, and that'll be super useful. I'm expecting a lot more increased demand when we get to that stage. So what we're now going to do is we're going to go ahead and build a... I'm going to move the deluxe clinic because it just doesn't go well there, to be honest. So we're going to build this over here, like so. Going to use this room for something else because it's a waste is what it is. And then we can put the controls in beside this, like in here. Then we can also go ahead and add in a bin, fire extinguisher, and plant, which is fine. So they're going to use this room over here from now on. We can also add in a poster, and I think that should do for the time being. So let's build that. Now what we're going to do is this could become another ward, but I don't know how many wards we need, so we can leave this room for now, but realistically this room will be changed into something else. We can also get, I mean, what other rooms do we need? We've got 2 toilets, we've got a deluxe clinic which is really being used. We can get another GP's office in here, but again we're not using both that much right now, to be honest, so kind of wish we could unlock a different kind of room, you know? That would be nice. We are doing, I think, really well in general though. I think we're processing well. So let's check the mail. Let's go ahead and promote some staff right now. Pharmacy emergency. There's been an outbreak of pharmacy-related illness after a recent craze that involved eating highlighter pens took the county by storm. Interesting one. Okay. There's a group looking for treatment now. We'll be rewarded if we treat this group of patients. Shall we send them here? Yes, we can handle that. I mean, I think we have the infrastructure to handle that, you know? Oops, I do apologise. I just knocked something there. Do not worry, all is good. Alright, okay, so patients for pharmacy are arriving. Okay, so we do have the necessary rooms and necessary people in place. Required nurse. Are all our nurses busy? Let's get another nurse in here ASAP. Hire you. Welcome to the team. Congratulations. Right, you're going to jump in there. I realise if the wards are busy, we might have multiple nurses in these locations, so... And it looks like we do. So you are, it looks like, going... I'm not really totally sure why I've got sirens above your head. I'm assuming you're off to... You are... confused. You're talking to... I'm really confused why you are doing this, so... Right, you weren't cured, that's not good. I'm guessing these people are just... I'm guessing you've got something wrong with you. I'm not 100% sure what it is. It probably is right in front of me and staring at me. But I'm not seeing it. It looks like you're maybe waiting to get drugs given to you. I think that's the thing, so... And it looks like, yeah, we're quite busy right now. Could hire another nurse, to be honest. Our doctors are doing okay. Our assistants are doing okay. Yeah, it's just we're just busy there with all our nurses, so... It's probably good that we have the amount of nurses we have. Right, I want to check finances, so that's something which we are going to do. So, finance tab, we've been through this-ish before. Are we making a profit? I believe we are by 4% in the last 3 months. Or I think that's just in general. So shows the percentage of change in value 3 months. So yeah, we are making a profit. Our expenses are high, but as our revenue. So yeah, we are making a slight profit. Not much, but it does the trick, which is good. And I'm quite happy about that. Right, okay, you're about to die. Treatment is failing, which is really not good at all, is it? Right, what we're going to do is we're going to hire another nurse, but I need a really, really good nurse. Someone who's good at better diagnostic skills. I think we might need another pharmacy at this rate, you know that. I guess that we've got this influx of patients right now, but I'm going to hire another nurse. It looks like us has managed to get our 2 stars, which is good. So if you proceed at your current pace, you'll achieve everything you can in your founding establishment soon enough. I can sense confidence, which I'm going to build up for an even greater fall. Excuse me. The good thing is that we get some cash and we get some kudosh as well. We also get a salty snack machine, which I guess can be good for boosting energy, which is nice. Okay, so again, our profit and loss has gone up. It looks like we are to... Yeah, it's a real mix right now. I feel we need maybe... No, it's not this. I don't want to go... We're not going through all this again. Let's just open all. So we actually no deaths, because I believe someone, especially up by the door, was about to die there. So we've not really improved. Janitor of the year. We could do with another janitor, possibly. And then, yeah, I've still got stuff to work on. We're getting there. So yeah, I believe you are about to die. 93%. Wow. Yeah, you just died. So can we get rid of the dead person? Perfect. Thank you. Thought I might need to get a janitor to, you know, mop up. But anyway, respect the dead. Right, we're going to bring in another janitor here because I think we need a second one. I think it'd be useful. What I might do is I might add in another drugs mixer room. Oh, we got ghosts. Good thing is janitors do chase around, which is good, so I'm happy about that. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to add in another pharmacy in this corner over here. Which we'll do, and the door will be there, which is fine. So let's go ahead and, yeah, we've got like 2 ghosts roaming around right now. Not good in the slightest. Let's just go ahead and make this room a little bit more interesting. So let's add in some filing cabinets. Add in a bin, some fire extinguishers. I need to add more plants into this whole building, actually. That's something I do need to do. So what we will do is add in another plant there. I realise we're not actually working in this room right now, but hey-ho, that'll do, I think. That's fine for there. We can add another one in there, another one... I don't know. I think we're good, to be honest. We'll get another one of these posters in here. This room is good to go. Right, okay, so that's another room, and of course we've got extra nurses. That room can now be used. We really could do with a janitor, and there's a health inspector arriving too when they've got like 3 ghosts roaming around. Not good at all. Nurse, you require... Do I need another nurse? Treatment skills, we'll bring you in. Right, so there's a nurse in here now. Wondering why this room isn't being used, I'm not sure. Anyway, if someone can catch that, if we hire janitor... If none of you can catch ghosts by any chance, no, because that would be super helpful. We're up to 6 nurses now, which is crazy. Right, is this new person going to be able to catch a ghost? Check leaderboards, we'll do that shortly. And, okay, you're absolutely no use. Thank you, that was a waste of time. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut out the hospital a bit more, to be honest. I think we can add an extra, like, GP room in here if we need to. You are the... Are you the health inspector? You are! So you're touring, so you're seeing how things are. You are one of the doctors, and you seem to be having a crisis. We'll increase your salary a bit. Just for the fun of it, why not? You're the chief... Oh, you're chief nurse, sorry. Did you know, earn a kudosh for your organisation by increasing this... Okay, perfect, thank you. Right, we do have a lot of kudosh, which is good though, so we can maybe spend it on some stuff. Which I'd like. Health Inspector, how are you getting on? Visiting the staff room. So yeah, I can probably go ahead and entertain my staff a bit more, because that was an area which we did poorly in with our staff satisfaction. So what I'm thinking is... Click on this room here and we filter by items. I'm wanting like TV maybe. I think that could be quite useful. I've also got a salted snack machine as well, which is going to make its entrance into the hospital. So you can go there and, I don't know, we'll stick the other one maybe here. To be fair, this room can be changed size. We're going to leave that for now. You know, we've got one. One's good enough to start us off with, and it's in quite a good location. I'm really waiting to see how or what I guess you're going to produce some reports maybe? Or something along those lines. Good to see that someone has just been cured. They're talking, which is nice to see. He's happy, and hopefully the health inspector will be happy. You're off to visit the deluxe clinic. Not good because someone's dying. Don't talk. I don't think they did talk. Again, I don't understand why people are dying so easily. We've got people in the necessary locations, which is fine, so I'm unsure really, I really am. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have run out of time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this episode up here. Hope you have enjoyed it. Please leave a like, rate, and subscribe if you are new around here. Go ahead and leave a like rating, it really supports the channel. Go ahead and check out my Patreon. If you do, go ahead and support me on Patreon. You do get included in all of my videos at the end, which you will see in the outro. Outside of that, follow me on Twitter as well. Great place to communicate, give me feedback on the series, and that's all, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll catch you in the next episode where we finish off this hospital, and we go ahead and start on the next one. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Bigfoot, and I'm out.